Hi again, Don here from Can I Do That in Salesforce? We're going to cover off today how do you use Salesforce, and I just thought really quick before we jump into the nitty-gritty of how you actually use the tool, we'll just take a 10,000 foot view of what the platform is all about. So really quick, we're just going to jump over here onto the Salesforce webpage, and something you hear a lot from Salesforce is the customer 360. It's kind of like their company buzzword that puts the customer front and center of everything that the platform does. This icon here does a great job of explaining what the customer 360 is. So the person here in the middle next to Jeannie, that'd be your ideal customer, your avatar, if you will. And all around her are different products, different solutions based on a business function at your company. So the most popular ones that people would be familiar with would be sales, marketing, and service. Service is their tool for customer support. So for the purpose of today's video, we're going to hone into those three because it makes up a big chunk of the types of touch points you're going to have with your customers. So if you think about your company and you're trying to go out and acquire new customers, you'll probably spend a bunch of money on marketing with your marketing team. Once you start interacting with customers, you're going to have data points, and you want to start collecting those data points to say, where did this lead come from? Who are they? Where are we best spending our money? What happens after you market to customers? Well, ideally you should be generating leads. People are showing interest in your company, you're going through some sort of a qualification process, and there will come a point where marketing will turn things over to sales. And that would be the sales function, which is here at the top of the diagram. So once you've qualified leads after you market them, you can hand it over to your sales team. And your sales team are involved in further qualification to find out if this customer is a good fit for your company. Ideally, you can then close some sales, and that's revenue in the door. And that means you now have customers. And once you have customers, well, customers want stuff. They want receipts, they want billing information, they want more help. They want a lot from you in exchange for the money they've given you. And that's where you'll hand things over to your customer support team, which would fall under service. So those would be the three flagship products that we're going to cover off today, and a really quick snapshot of how you can use Salesforce for your marketing, your sales, and your support team. So it's a lot more than just a sales tool. So just to give you a flavor of what that might look like in the tool, if we come here to the home page of the sales dashboard, up here in the left hand side you'll have this menu, and you can click open this menu and you'll have a bunch of drop downs. They're different applications based on which business function is using Salesforce. We're going to go ahead and click on sales. So I've now got my sales hat on, and I'm looking to see what's going on with all of my leads, my accounts, my opportunities. Okay, we've spoken about this in my previous video about the objects that you have across the top and how you can use them for your business. But we're here now in the sales function. So things that are important to me. Ideally, you want to spend most of your time in opportunities because that's where you are working on deals pretty much. So we tie into opportunities, and we're going to click one open, and here's the record for your opportunity. Something really, really useful is this guidance for success across the top, from prospecting to qualification, value proposition, negotiation, all the way to closed. So that'll give you an idea of what a sales cycle looks like in Salesforce. So that's a little bit of information on the sales function. I'm now going to take off my salesperson hat, and I'm going to put on my customer support hat. And that's as simple as clicking up here on the top left hand side, opening up that menu again, and clicking on service. This will now open up the service console. This is what your customer support team would see. So you can see it's quite similar to what the sales team see. And that's very important, the continuity across the platform, so people know what they're looking at. So across the top here, something that's really, really important in the world of the customer support team are cases. So we'll click open on cases, and we can see we have a number of open cases here. I'm actually going to scroll down and look at open cases. You can create lists out of them. And the top case here, we can click on the case number. And again, we got a record page that has information about the case. And again, we also have this guidance for success, this path across the top. It's a new case, maybe it's been blocked, someone's now working on it, they don't have the answer, we're going to escalate it, fire off some automations in the background, or closed. So you can see there's a bit of similarity between the sales and the support function based on the type of activity they're trying to carry out with the customer, whether it's selling or providing a bit of support. Now in my demo org, I don't have access to a huge amount of marketing resources for you, but I'll give you a quick snapshot into it. So back again up in the top left hand menu, we'll open this up and we can click on marketing. So again, I've now taken off my customer support hat and putting on my marketing hat, and this is what the marketers might see. So something that's very important to a marketer would be campaigns. So we'll click here on campaigns, and this could be the 4 most recent campaigns I've run. You can start tying budget onto these campaigns, and then you can also track the amount of leads that these campaigns are generating for your business. So if we click into one of these campaigns, again, another record with information, how much money we're putting into this campaign, when it was started, when it was ended, how many leads are in it, how many leads we're hoping to generate. And then as we come towards the end of the campaign, as long as everything's tracked on Salesforce, you can see what revenue put into the marketing campaign and what opportunities your sales team are now working on. So you get an idea of what the return on the campaign will be. So that's a really quick snapshot. Sales, marketing and service makes up a large chunk of what people use Salesforce for. There are other things, but I thought today would be a really quick intro into how do you use Salesforce, whether you're in the sales department, customer support team, or you're working in marketing, working on campaigns. So the idea here is everything's on the one platform, and as you saw, it's only one click to get from one application to another, so you can quickly move around from sales to support to marketing. So yeah, that's a quick snapshot into how to use Salesforce. If you're into this sort of stuff, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, it definitely helps out and it lets me know that people are watching the content. If there's other stuff you want to see on the platform, please leave that in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.